Hmm. Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. You know, just across the board, all the four subs have been on one. And I've had so much fun today just really dragging some of these characters. Okay? And clearly after watching Bald and Beautiful, that trend is going to continue. Okay? Let's talk about two bitter, petty, vindictive ass women named Brooke and Katie. You know, I gotta give credit to one of my subscribers because everything that Brooke and Cynthia is saying is so goddamn out of pocket when she's talking to Electra and firing her. Brooke, you walk around, you have a lingerie line, okay? You are practically wearing nothing at this point, and you have the audacity to sit there and judge Electra without even hearing her story? Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. This isn't even about any sort of PR BS that Katie keeps Smith talking about, which, by the way, I could barely look at her. Because she pissed me off that much. They didn't even bother to sit there and hear her out. And then when they got Electra in there, and Ivy's in there, they're just like, oh, we're firing you. You're just not a good fit for the company. Are you insane? Are you serious right now? Not only do you fire her, you don't hear her out. You don't even have the grace to sit there and say why. Now, this is all because I don't even know. I feel like this is because of some sort of petty revenge that they got on the Foresters. So they want to sit there and pick on the most vulnerable person that just new came in, that's a Forester. And that's why they did it. Because in all reality, this does not make any damn sense. I'm not sitting there saying that they want to try to avoid a scandal and that's their job and everything like that. I get that. But at the very least, which I don't agree with them firing her, but you can't even bother to sit there and say why? That's messed up on so many levels. And that's what they continue to do. They don't sit there and say why. They just act like a bunch of petty, vindictive words that I wish I could sit there and use, but unfortunately, I do not want to get this video demonetized. Use your imagination. And I don't know why Ivy decided to bring up Will, but I don't know. This whole thing. Uh, and speaking of Remy, that subhuman POS of a person gets approached by Will today. And the thing is, I've seen people like Remy. Okay, I've encountered people like Remy. And let me tell you something. Those are probably the most dangerous type of people because their sense of reality and logic and stuff like that is so warped that he is literally sitting there trying to act like he's the victim and being rejected and everything like that and making it seem like poor him. And so when Will's like, yo, listen, I don't want you messing up this opportunity for her. He is just in another world. Imagine if they're trying to have a conversation with somebody who is from an alternate reality that doesn't understand, let's say, traffic lights. That's what it's like watching those two talk. And bottom line, he's like, yo, listen, if you mess this up for her, you're going to answer to me. Will does find out that Electra got fired, and she's so distraught about it. She's like, they didn't even bother to sit there and tell me why. Irie doesn't even know. And for Katie to sit there and use that BS line of you're just not a good fit for the company. Are you kidding me right now? Meanwhile, Carter and Hope is not there ready to hire as CEO, but they're worried. Hope is not there worried about her relationship with Rich. But I'm like, after all the nasty, disgusting things that Rich has actually said, first of all, F his feelings. Second of all, that relationship should have it's already done. In my eyes, it's already done. Once you sit there and talk about somebody's daughter like that, and don't get me wrong, I'm still annoyed and annoyed with Brooke. But once you talk about somebody's daughter, that shit is done. It's dead. There is no going back from that. Maybe in a amount of time after a lot of apology and apologizing and really reflecting on it and showing a certain level of remorse and stuff like that, yeah, you can heal that. But as of right now, no, that shit is done. So honestly, to tell you the truth, they should not be worried about their relationship. There is no relationship. So Brooke comes in and she talks about the fire and she doesn't say why, um, but apparently that's just okay. I think it may have something to do with the fact that they know and whatever, then they'll get out. I don't know. Honestly, to tell you the truth, the way that they handle this situation is still just annoying. It's annoying. But they offer her the position, and I don't know if she's going to take it. Now, this whole thing with Ridge, Eric, and Steffi is so stupid. It really is because they've been sitting there pouting and whining and bitching and complaining and being like, oh, this is Carter's fault, this is Hope's fault, and they're just like, well, we're not gonna go in. And Carter's gonna have to sit there and handle his luxury brand all by himself because we're not gonna do it. And we don't think that he can run the company. And we don't think that anybody else is gonna risk their reputation to sit there and work with them. Okay, well, let's hope that you're right. And if you're wrong, well, then I guess you look like a fool. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, across the board, and of course, Remy's creepy ass goes back to his computer and it's like, I had to save you from yourself, pretty much. I don't know. He mumbles something, but at this point, it's like, does it really matter? I mean, the dude is just. Well, I mean, therapy would definitely help. So I tell you that much because that shit is not normal, and it's not okay, and it's so wrong on so many levels, right? It's so wrong on so many levels, and it sucks because you can tell there's a certain level of naiveness when it comes towards how Ivy is well, how she is with Remy. Any woman, most women could sit there and see that. And like I said that a couple of days ago. There are some women that are just really beautiful, really sexy, really hot. And when a guy is being nice and stuff like that, and granted, it's not to sit there and say that every time a guy is nice to you, we're trying to get some, right? But there are certain people that will go above and beyond, and those are the ones you gotta sit there and look at and be like, okay, well, he likes me. Let me nip this in the bud now. And maybe I feel like if she would have nipped that shit in the bud a little bit earlier, you know, I mean, her problem still would have came because this guy is clearly not there, but it would have saved her a lot of time because she doesn't even know that this guy is really into her after everything. Like, come on now, it's his first day. It's his first week at work. He's already sitting there giving out free pizza. Like, seriously, you know. It's not her fault. It's just one of those things where it's unfortunate. That's why I say with certain girls that are just hot, and it sucks because to tell you the truth, a guy like him is a problem. It's not to saying that every guy is like that, but she'll close, like after this experience, she'll close herself off from any guy that just wants to be a friend, that just wants to help her out and stuff like that. And she'll sit there and just assume that he has sus motives because of him. So technically, Remy is so much of a POS that he's going to ruin every other guy's out there chance of being with her. And I can't stand people like him. I can't stand people like him just in general, but that particular reason just ruined it for everybody else. So, ugh. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. If I missed anything, write in the comment section below. I'll come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I will be sitting there talking about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Oh, and the beautiful and young and the restless, this has been a day. Hell, even my wine review, which I'm putting it out too, I didn't go that hard. I think that was probably the easiest one actually when I'm going on. But I knew when I got to B&B, oh, I was roasting some people, particularly two petty ass. Anyway, we'll talk about it tonight.